You're listening to the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
This is your NXT report for Wednesday, January 23rd, 2019. I am Rohan Unruh. Welcome back to the Angry Marks Podcast Network. You can follow me on Twitter at Rohan Unruh. This is episode number 488. We are in the go-home show for NXT TakeOver Phoenix. We are inside of 3 days before this momentous event. Our episode today starts out with Ricochet walking through the parking lot very slowly and deliberately, holding his North American title. He is going to be confronting Johnny Gargano by the end of the show. Opening segment, we get Velveteen Dream making his way down to the ring. He grabs the mic and says he's got a sparkle in his eye. He has his sights set on something, but the Dream, he waits for no man. That sparkle is championship gold, more specifically the North American Championship. As he's talking, Dream is interrupted by Adam Cole saying that 2019 will still be the year of the Undisputed Era. Bobby Fish tells Velveteen that you need to learn to live in reality. Dream starts mocking both guys. Fish and Cole rush the ring. Dream sidesteps them both and bails, leaving Cole and Fish looking very foolish indeed. We get a video promo hyping up Shayna Baszler and Bianca Belair. There's a great line during this segment where Shayna says, it doesn't matter how strong you are, it doesn't matter how fast you are, you still need air to breathe. I thought that was a fantastic line. We get a recap of last week's Wiener Shot by Cassius Ohno on Keith Lee, leading to the announcement of the rematch between Ohno and Matt Riddle being added to TakeOver. Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner. Everybody pay attention, this one goes quick. This is my kind of tag team wrestling. Marcel starts out against Oney. Oney hits a chop and then gets pounded in the corner. There's quick tags from the heel tandem as Oney starts to get worked over. He finds his way out and he tags Burch, who lays out both opponents with headbutts and stiff shots. Burch hits a leg trip, slam, an uppercut, a corner enziguri, and a middle rope dropkick. Then he tags out. They go for the finish, which is that elevated DDT, but that gets interrupted. Barthel hits an air raid crash. Aichner turns Oney inside out with a clothesline. Hits a stalling brainbuster from Aichner. There's a top rope suicida by Barthel, and a double springboard moonsault from Aichner, which gets a near fall. There's a powerbomb blockbuster spot, which is countered as Oney turns the back half into a Rana, and he rolls through into a half crab. Burch tries putting Marcel in a submission, but he fights free. Aichner follows with a massive plancha that takes everybody out. Oney avoids a springboard and steals it with a schoolboy. This match is only 4 minutes and 48 seconds, but it is all action. This is a fantastic match. Go out of your way to see this. We get a video preview of the NXT title match. Kairi Sane and Io Shirai taking on Amber Nova and Tanny Brooks. Ms. Brooks. Anyways, this is a quick match. Team Cute, as I am referring to them, with some nice double team moves. Shirai hits a double dropkick on both opponents. Io gives Kairi a boost, and Kairi lands an insane elbow. And then Kairi returns the favor, gives Io a boost, and hits an assisted moonsault for the win at 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Not much to this, just a quick match to establish that Kairi and Io Shirai are best friends. And they're being interviewed backstage after the match, saying, oh, they're best friends, and we're going to take on, everybody. And they're celebrating their win when Marina Shafir and the seemingly 9-foot-tall Jessamine Duke come in. They cut a poor heel promo on our beloved foreign heroes and then back away menacingly. We get Velveteen Dream taking on Bobby Fish. In a perfect world, since both Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream don't have takeover matches, I would pay a lot of money to see the two of them start the Royal Rumble at numbers 1 and number 2. Imagine both of those entrances in front of 45,000 people, all screaming, Adam Cole, baby. Dream has some impressive drop kicks. There's a top rope double axe to the floor. Dream's always looking over his shoulder, keeping his eye on Adam Cole, who's always lurking around the outside. Cole with the distraction allows Bobby to start to work over the legs, including a dragon screw leg whip, which he executes on the floor, and Dream takes a massive bump into the side guardrail. Dream comes back with some stiff Ibushi-like knees to Fish's chest. Dream catches Fish off the ropes into a spine buster. There's the obligatory Arn Anderson reference. He's selling his leg because through the course of this match, Fish has been working over Dream's knees. So Dream hits a poorly executed purple Rainmaker elbow, but he gets rolled over by Fish into a knee bar, and he's about to tap, and he's trying to reach the ropes, but Cole is pulling the ropes away from him out of the view of the referee. The ref finally catches him. The ref's about to kick Cole out of ringside. This distraction leads to the Dream Valley Bomb and a much more effective top rope elbow, and Velveteen Dream gets the win at 8 minutes and 29 seconds. And he's such a pro, he still remembers that his knee is injured, so he's selling it as he's walking up the ramp, leaving the members of the Undisputed Era, again, to look like fools. Let's see here. It's announced that next week we're gonna get the Street Profits and the Forgotten Sons. Also, the team of Kairi Sane and Io Shirai will take on the two of the Four Horsewomen, Duke and Jessamine. That's going to be happening during the tapings prior to NXT TakeOver. We get a main event, which is a verbal debate. Ricochet comes out and starts to address Johnny Gargano's cowardly attack 2 weeks ago. "You only care about yourself," which spawned a kid from the crowd to yell, "He's a good guy." He's a champion. Johnny Gargano was not. Right on cue, Gargano comes out. There's a quick brawl that erupts, and Tommaso Ciampa, of all people, runs down to the ring, lays out Ricochet. Crowd is chanting DIY. We're getting yes chants. Crowd is loving this. Their beloved baby faces are being, having their asses handed to them by these two despicable heels. So Ciampa and Gargano start to stare at each other, and then they turn their attention to their respective TakeOver opponents. They lay both of those guys out, and the former DIY members start to slowly leave together while still cautiously eyeing each other up. The crowd is chanting to hug it out. Ciampa and Gargano are at the top of the ramp. They're just gazing into each other's eyes. Ciampa is about to slowly and deliberately extend his hand in friendship and unity, and Gargano is starting to consider it until Buzzkill Candice LeRae comes out, and she scolds Johnny, tells him, "Don't get involved with this again." She shakes her wife finger at him and lectures him to the back, and Johnny's like, you know what, you're right, I'm sorry. And then the show goes off the air. So that is your go-home show for NXT TakeOver Phoenix. Let's take a look quickly at the card, and while I'm pulling this up, I just want to let everybody know that this weekend we are going to be doing a post-NXT TakeOver show. Myself and the Peach Machine are going to be coming to you live to tape shortly after the event, and that'll be up on AngryMarks.com in the next, shortly after the show. So please go ahead and check that out. I have the card in front of me here. 5 matches announced. Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. I'm expecting Riddle to go over. Ricochet versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship. I would assume Ricochet is retaining unless there's some sort of, evil plot by Johnny and Tommaso Ciampa. We have the Undisputed Era of Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong versus the War Raiders. I'm going to go with the War Raiders on this one just because the Undisputed Era the last couple of weeks have sort of been getting the best of the War Raiders. So let's see the baby faces make a successful comeback here. Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair for the NXT Women's Championship. I think Bianca suffers her first loss from Shayna with the help of the Horsewomen. And our main event, Tommaso Ciampa and Aleister Black for the NXT Championship. I will predict that Ciampa retains by some sort of evil chicanery with the help of Johnny Gargano. So that's going to do it this week. Thanks for listening, and good night.
Are you tired of the same old pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 3,000 hours of the best pro wrestling events from over 100 of the biggest names in the industry from over 15 countries around the globe. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.